Oo. Hindi hinuhuli ng pulis. Ang ginagawa, what this third world movement does, and some of our members, no, we go to the clubs, we talk to the bar girls, okay?
Oh, okay.
And then we try to wean them from their occupations. And then when they are ready, we give out cards where they could call for emergency, okay? And most of these rescued victims really call the third world movement, pick me up, or I have escaped, where can I go? Okay.
Gosh, you use the word escape.
Yes.
So these people are held as slaves in these bars.
Definitely,
that
definitely.
are commonly, well, it's, let's see, you have, in Manila, you have it, Santa Cruz, I guess.
Pasay.
Pasay,
Quezon
it's all
City.
over. Yeah, Malate, in the old days, di ba?
Yeah.
Quezon City, okay,
Quezon City dun sa may Timog.
Sa may Timog.
Oo.
Makati, sa P. Burgos.
Makati, P. Burgos.
P. Burgos.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's all
Angeles,
over.
in Pampanga.
Angeles, that's cyber sex. That is another sector.
Iba pa yun.
That sector focuses on children, on young girls, no? From ages 4 years old to around...
Why don't you just go to the mayors instead and tell them not to give these places business permits? Hindi pwede yun, or ayaw ng mga mayor yan.
That's not, it's not easy to do, no? Even if the mayors will let's say, go all out, mahirap din kasi underground ang mga operations nito, itong mga cyber sex operations.
Yung cyber sex. Pero yung open prostitution bars where they dance in poles and skimpy clothing, that has to be stopped as well.
That has to be stopped.
That's also prostitution, and that's trafficking.
That's slavery also, yes.
That's part and parcel of what you're trying to stop.
Yes.
So these bars, why don't you go straight to the mayors, for example?
I have to explain to you the modus operandi of syndicates, because it's the big syndicates. You know, these syndicates are worldwide syndicates na may mga arms and, you know, tentacles here in the Philippines, for example, and in other Asian countries. Now, these syndicates are a mix already of Chinese triads, of Japanese yakuza, of Italian and US mafia, of big syndicates from the Middle East and from Europe. So naghalo-halo na yan, no? Here, and really, according to, again, the U.S. State Department report on trafficking in persons, this is a 32 billion industry annually. But of course, it also could be
dollars?
More. Dollars.
Ba, malaki na.
Dollars, okay. So, that is how big they are. Really, and it's really, kung ang U.S. Department of State, hindi nga masugpo ito tayo pang Pilipinas, no? But, I'm saying, even if it is very difficult to break these syndicates or eradicate trafficking, we have to start somewhere, okay? Each and every one of us Filipinos must feel responsible for this particular problem in our society. It is a heinous crime, you know, and it really the indignities that the women and the girls suffer are terrible. You can't imagine what they go through. For example, the syndicates, they hire and recruit males, mostly males, and train them to be recruiters. In local language, it is bugaws, okay? Pimps, yes. So these recruiters go to provinces, poverty-stricken areas especially. Kasi doon ang vulnerable The people there are vulnerable. And you know, it is so sad because some of the parents and the relatives and friends of the victims are the ones who sell their children or their friends to these pimps. And the pimps, they also go to schools where the students are, the teenagers.
But they're lured by false promises.
False promises lahat yan.
Okay.
No?
So there's still a false promise rather than just an outright purchase.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. They tell these parents or they tell these teenagers or young women, you come with us, no? Because we will offer you education, free boarding, you know, And then we will buy your things in the department stores,
So
clothes,
rooted in
etc.
poverty talaga.
Oo,
For,
talaga.
for lack of a better life, sasama talaga.
Sasama, papakita pa ng mga pictures. Dito ka titira sa magandang bahay na ito. Dito ka. This is where you will go to school. In this school, they will even mention the names of the schools. And then this is where we will look for employment for you when you graduate. You know, so these people, that is their only dream, to go to the big cities, to be educated, to have work, employment, or to go abroad. They will also be promised that we will also bring you abroad. No?
So how do you stop that? How you go to the police, you go to the bars. How about in the provinces, natitigil na rin?
Alam mo,
identifying the pimps, so to speak.
Hindi natitigil yan eh. It's continuous, no? So, what we in SI Makati have done from 2008 to 2010, first we signed a memorandum of agreement with the Third World Movement, and to fund the rescue and holistic healing and rehabilitation of these rescued victims of trafficking, mga young girls.
So halfway houses where they can go to rehab.
Yes, and this rehab consists of medical and psychological treatments, spiritual direction, values formation, and then also midway we teach them computer skills, and we teach them livelihood skills training.
So education, vocational alternatives.
Yeah. And we offer them
reintegrating back to society.
Yes, and we offer them an education to finish high school or whatever they have not finished. Okay, we give them the option for academic training or vocational training, whichever they are inclined to. Okay, and to help them reintegrate with the mainstream of society. However, we notice that some of those who have been healed, no, and are ready to go back to their families, when they do so, they are not accepted back.
Siyempre, kasi kinihiya
Kasi
yung stigma.
meron ng stigma.
May
stigma. Ayaw na sila. And that is why we teach them livelihood skills so that they can be self-reliant, so that they can fend for themselves. Okay? That is one initiative that we are doing. And then another initiative is, we had a 9-month livelihood skills training course for the women in Pasay, because those are mostly bar girls, prostitutes, entertainers, club entertainers. Pero meron na kanding humahalo na from Quezon City, from Timog, no? You know, friends of these people. And during that 9-month course, it's not just livelihood skills training that we are demonstrating to them each session. No? It is also, we also mix components of values formation and also entrepreneurial tips. Yung mga basics, like for example, how to make a business plan, how to become an entrepreneur, how to market your products na tinuturo namin sa inyo, yung mga skills. Oo. So that hopefully, they will be enticed to leave their present occupations and go into business for themselves, to generate income for themselves. In other words, weaning them from what they. I had a lot of opportunities to interview one-on-one these bar girls, these prostitutes. Gusto mo ba yung ginagawa mo? Hindi po. Naku, I tried. Sabi,
pera lang.
Oo. They tried to get employment, to apply with fast food chains, as domestic helpers here in the Philippines, or in factories. Pero, pag ini-interview na sila, and when they mention that right now they're working with such and such bar or such and such club, ayaw na. They're dropped already.
Is it a problem that these bars exist? And if it is, Is it not a shortcut to go straight to the mayors to say, hey, don't give permits to these places? Oh, ayaw talaga.